That's right, he's a painkiller. What's this? This is hope. You need to fix. This is hope. Well, don't mix. This is hope. You need to watch this. This is hope.
Hello everybody, this is your girl Tiffany, and welcome to This is Hope, and welcome to Girl Chat. And this is a new YouTube that we are doing, and we're chatting with our best girlfriends, talking about health and fitness and just everyday life. So my husband, Junaldo Lee, wrote a book called The Painkiller. In The Painkiller, it talks about different pains we go through in life and how we suppress pain, maybe through narcotics, maybe through sex addictions, maybe through eating, and just through things that we go through in our lives that we just don't deal with. So today, we're talking about getting fit and fabulous. And fit and fabulous has to do with healthy changes in our diets. And most people start New Year's resolutions January 1st. But we thought we'd get a jump start on stuff and teach before, and then when January comes in, we'll be ready to rock and roll. So I have with me today Sheila Mara. Hey Sheila.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. I'm doing great. And thank you for joining us on Girlfriends Chat. And you work out, don't you?
I have to get this under control.
And working out is therapy for me. Is it therapy for you like it's therapy for me?
Absolutely. It makes me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that initially I wanted to get up and go out and work out, but I find it's calming and I feel good afterwards that I've worked out.
Right, because I don't think anybody really wants to work out, but it is a discipline. You have to discipline yourself. Sometimes we're motivated by getting in that cute little black dress we bought, or we're motivated about a class reunion, but actually it should be a lifestyle.
It really should. A lot of my clothes don't fit right, and you get discouraged looking in your closet and seeing all the clothes that you have that you can't use, and it weighs on you after a while. Nothing's fitting you, you don't look right. So I decided I needed to get healthy.
Absolutely. So today I want to talk about sometimes we use food to alleviate pain, emotional eating, and it goes along with the book Painkiller. I know we use a lot of food, even in different cultures, for celebration. So we eat food for birthdays, we eat food for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and we have big meals. And I know Christmas is coming. Thanksgiving just left. I think I might have put on about 5. And Christmas is here. And you know we're going to have something for Christmas, and we're going to celebrate the birth of Jesus with a bunch of food.
Look, and I sneak my little macaroni and cheese in there. That's my little comfort food for myself.
Right, but you can have macaroni and cheese as long as it's a balance.
Right.
And I think life is all about balance. So we're starting our resolution, we're planning. And a lot of people do not plan to fail, but they fail to plan.
I agree.
So I'm so happy with the Girlfriends Fit and Fabulous. We're going to do a 30-day challenge, and we're going to just cut out one thing in our diet to make a difference in our health.
Well, for myself, so far, I've cut out eating red meat, chicken. I've actually just incorporated fish only, fish, shrimp, any kind of seafood. I'm trying to avoid meat, just trying to do something a little different for my health.
Definitely. And if anyone wants to try that, I heard that it's good to stop eating pork first, and then stop eating beef, and then stop eating chicken, because sometimes we get these bright ideas and we do it all in one lump, and then we don't do it at all because it's trying. So sometimes it's good to do things in a moderation.
And I wish I would have spoke to you first about that too, because I'm one of those people that just decided, I got that bright idea, you know what, I'm just going to cut out this, and this, And I started exactly the way you said.
Mm-hmm.
I went straight to fish, and at some point in time, I was like, oh God, bacon, give me some bacon.
Oh, I love bacon. Bacon is the best. So, we're going to talk about this, emotional eating. And are you an emotional eater?
I don't think that I am.
Okay, let's answer some questions then. Do you think about food all the time?
All the time, no.
Do you know what? I think I do because I'm always anticipating what I'm going to eat next.
Really?
Yes, because I don't want to gain weight, so I think about it. So I think I'm an emotional eater. Number 2, do you eat when you're worried or upset?
When I'm worried, yes.
I think I don't eat when I'm worried,
Mm-hmm.
and I eat when I'm happy.
I don't even think I'm consciously eating when I'm worried, but I do know that if something is weighing on my mind,
Mm-hmm.
I'll find everything else, I guess, maybe to avoid what it is I'm thinking about. So I'm going to snap on little things.
You know, I heard that worrying is a negative meditation. Because you have positive meditation, and worry is actually a negative meditation. So when we meditate on things that are problems and we eat, sometimes we do eat unconsciously. You just unconsciously eat. And you just, and even when you watch TV, have you ever think about it when you're watching or a movie? You don't think about popcorn or anything going in your mouth.
Popcorn and my raisinets.
I know, you're just eating and watching, and then you're like in a trance in the movie watching it, and you're eating, and you don't even remember, you know,
That you
the
sat
taste
there,
or
yeah.
of the food. So, do you secretly hide food? No, I don't do that.
I don't either.
Unless it's the favorite for the children, and then I have to hide it from the children.
Look, I might hide a Pepsi,
Right,
but food, no.
right. Okay, do you feel guilty after you eat?
I'm gonna say yes. There's Krispy Kreme. I love donuts.
Yes.
They recently opened up a Krispy Kreme in my neighborhood. I could sit there and eat like 6 donuts, and afterwards, I'm just saying, why did I do that?
See, I love food. Sweets have never been a problem for me, but I do love food. So I can say half and half I'm an emotional eater. I think so. So how can we make small changes? I heard that you switched to more of a hydration water with electrolytes and a pH balance.
For myself, I didn't particularly care for water, but this particular brand for myself, it has a clean taste to it, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
It tastes better, and I've also incorporated fruits in my diet as well. So something else that I tried to change along with the water, I actually add the fruit into my water now.
And right, that's a big thing now. You see people, it's called water infusion. And you can put strawberries in your water, cucumbers. Lemon actually is really good to balance the acidic level in your body. So lemon, if you infuse that with lemon or lime without the pH balanced water,
Right.
it acts as acidic
Gives it some
balance
balance
for your body, and it cleanses your body as well. So water, you're supposed to drink whatever you weigh, half your body weight in water. That's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water for me.
But just think how it's a cleansing process, because our bodies are made up of half water.
Right.
And when you put more Pepsi in your body instead of water, you got a lot of
I
acid.
think that's in my veins.
I know. And then that comes out through your skin and it drags you down. So I believe I like those little cans. Instead of getting a larger can, get a smaller can, and you can gradually reduce your Pepsi intake. That's a little girlfriend tip.
I'm going to take that tip too. I'm going to try it.
And I also want to say that it's not all about being skinny. And I know a lot of our magazines reflect a very thin look for women. And I'm glad now some magazines are incorporating fuller size models with smaller size models.
Right.
And when you hear some of these models' stories about how they maintain a size 0, you see them 10, 20 years later, sometimes they're a size 20.
Right. From all the food that they were.
Right, because their motivation could have been their job, but it's about being healthy.
Right.
It's about, eradicating diabetes, high blood pressure, bad cholesterol levels. And as you get older, you have to switch up your diet as you get older. Like I said, my daughter can eat a pound of candy and it doesn't affect her. Mm-hmm. But if she keeps on eating it as she gets older, it will affect her.
Right. Like I love honey barbecue potato chips. And it's a problem for me because now I have high blood pressure.
Oh my goodness.
Which can cause strokes,
Mm-hmm.
have a problem with kidney disease, all types of stuff. So I'm literally trying to stay away from high salt intake, anything that's going to trigger my blood pressure now.
And they have, I don't know, but they have you ever tried those vegetable chips?
No.
They have vegetable chips. They have kale chips now, and they have spinach chips.
But how does it taste?
I don't know. Maybe we'll do a review on that next.
Okay, definitely.
So according to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, research has shown that as people become overweight and obese, their risk for developing the following conditions increase: coronary heart disease, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, sleep apnea, arthritis because of the breakdown of cartilage and bone within the joint,
That would be me, my knees.
gynecological problems, abnormal periods, and infertilities, high cholesterol, high levels of triglycerides. Isn't that something? And these are things that we can control.
And it really is. Right now, since I've lost at least 6 pounds now, even my knees feel better because at certain point in time when I'm working out, my knees will swell up. Now I'm starting to feel better, completely better. So the weight change, just the 6 pounds for me so far, is giving me some kind of relief for my knees.
Because that's why when you go to the doctor, they take your height and then they take your weight. And for your height and your body structure, you're only supposed to weigh a certain amount of weight anyway.
Right.
And most Americans are overweight. And you hear a lot of people having knee surgery. It's because when you're walking on your knees, or even at the gym, or on concrete, with the weight that you carry and the constant range of motion, it deteriorates your cartilage in your knees. And without water, just think about salt dries things up. So when you intake a lot of salt and no water,
no hydration,
you dry as a bone.
Right.
You got dry bones. You have to ask those dry bones to come alive. And that's another thing, speaking scripturally, a lot of people come in prayer lines and say, I need healing for diabetes, I need healing for this. And God does work miracles. I've seen it.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's His divine providence. That's if He intervenes. But if we can do something for ourselves, why would God do something that we can do for ourselves, especially if you have the knowledge?
Right.
Now, He will do it. But I think it's time to take responsibility for our own bodies. Our bodies are our temples. And you can Google anything nowadays and get information if you want to. So it's all about discipline.
Exactly. That's how I found out about this water, by Googling what's the best one for me to even try.
So this wraps up our Girlfriends Chat, and I want to thank you for joining us on This Is Hope. See you next week.
That's right, he's a painkiller. What's this? This is hope. You need to fix. This is hope. Well, don't mix. This is hope. You need to watch this. This is hope. Let's get it. Today is your day. This is hope. Ooh. Don't die. Get on up. Don't quit. Get on up. This is hope.
FABULOUS.
A girlfriend's guide to fitness, getting fit and fabulous together. Why wait? Get fit and fabulous today. You're invited every Monday night at 7 p.m. to join Pastor Tiffany Lee at University of Hope as we get fit and fabulous together. Fun, informative, nutrition, and empowerment. Now that's fine.